Okay, so I'm standing in front of a work called Elevator, which is this double-sided tape strips on the wall. And while I was making it, dust was put at the bottom of the wall, which was collected from around the gallery. And the dust from when I cut at the bottom of the wall, the dust collects on the tape, which then goes to the next row at the top. So essentially, I've elevated the dust, and yeah. And also, I have two videos in the show, two older sort of works. One called Sandwich, which I'm in a sandwich, and another called Soap Stealer, which I'm stealing the soap. Yeah, that's me in the show. In Soap Stealer, I'm in character, so I have face paint and some kind of gothy PVC pants, and I go into a public bathroom and try and pump out all the soap out of the dispenser as quick as I can, and that is the work. Yeah, I guess it's kind of has a relation to the building, and that it's kind of maybe I'm like jerking off the building in a way. And then same as in this work, and it's kind of like scaling a building or scaling a wall, or like a lot of my work has a sort of relation to architecture and like the human body's softness compared to the hardness of a building, basically. And especially in this work, there's a sort of sense of like trying to make a wall, or like trying to build a wall slowly, strip by inch, as high as I can do it, which is 3/4 of the way up the wall. And yeah, and the process is long and laborious and exhausting, basically. It took for this work, probably took about 20 hours over 3 days. And yeah, I guess even in that, kind of sort of pathetic relationship in a way of my. I mean, it's also a very vulnerable sort of material. Like things will stick to the work, and things can happen. Like the work can be changed by its environment. Yeah, I like that. That's sort of. I'm drawn to this sort of softness of the human condition or the human form, and kind of comparing it to a building, and having them kind of play off each other. And it kind of, I guess, it's kind of shows a. Yeah, it's about my size. It's about my place, I guess, and my. It's almost self-portraiture in a way, I guess. Yeah, I think it's essential kind of part of being human is being, you're kind of meat, right? Yeah, I feel like my work, a lot of this work deals with like anxiety, sort of using self-portraiture to deal with anxiety, and I think especially in the work, particularly in the work in the show, there's a sort of, there's that kind of way of getting rid of anxiety through work and through kind of making your world smaller and focusing on one thing. And yeah, I find that maybe it's like physically it actually makes you less anxious. It's like when you're in a city and you just walk and walk and walk and walk, and you kind of, or you run. Running's another way, that to I guess deal with anxiety. And in this, especially in the work behind me, yeah, it was very much work. It was like manual labor in a way. I guess it's just like this idea of singling it down just to like one thing, and concentrating on that, and you forget. Work is the ultimate value.